Hi everybody, welcome back. It's the second part of the drawstring bag that we're going to be doing. So what I'd done when I finished the last one, I stitched all around the edge, a top stitch around the big circle, and also did a channel. And basically all I did was went from there, from that width there, all the way round, and then we're able to put a ribbon or something around that on both sides, so the channel goes all the way around like that. So now we're going to start on, and also I did the smaller one, and I did a channel. I just top stitched all the way around the edge. So now we're going to put some pretty trim on it. So this is the trim that I picked today, which is, it's got sparkles on it, sparkle like that. And I'm just going to stitch that on all the way around this one and all the way around this one. So that's what we're going to be doing next. So I'll start on, just get rid of that. Unravel some of this. And just trim. And I've got my sewing machine ready. I've sorted out the light problem, and it's the actual light bulb on the sewing machine. It is so bright, I've had to tape over it. So I've got my trim, I've got my circles. I'm now going to stitch them, put some trim on them. So let's do this. So I'm just going to machine over so that we're in a position where you can actually see what I'm doing. And I've been told I've got to bring this down a bit and tilt it round. I think that's right, like so. So we'll see how we get on anyway. I might have to position it again because I had it in the right position for, and then I obviously had to show you what we was doing. So this is the, I'm going to start at the button hole there. I'm going to do it on a bigger stitch because it's just to tack the trim on. Well, not tack it on, you know, but stitch it on. It doesn't have to be quite the end now. And then I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to pin it or anything like that. I'm just going to put it on. So let's start just here. Down all the way around, and I'm just going to make sure it's on the edge as I go round. So hope you've all been well. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. If you can see what I'm doing, I think you can. Just catching the edge. Can you see it? I think I've got it the position right. Just got to be careful with this trim because there's little sequins on it. Sometimes if you go through the sequin, your needle doesn't like it very much. Going round. You can do it as fast as you want or as slow as you want. It's entirely up to you. Making sure you can see what I'm doing. So this is on the satin side, on the outside. Any trims you want. You don't even have to put trim on it if you don't want to. I just like it because it's pretty. nice thing about this bag is that it's basically all straight stitching. It's not complicated at all. There's nothing. Make sure I get caught under there. I pull it all the way round. No, it's fine. There's nothing complicated about it. It's just straight stitching all the way around. There, I might have to unpick that bit. Tiny little bit of it. Just caught the tool on the way around. You can always unpick it. Not a problem. And you can always, I can put this on fast forward, but I do watch videos fast forward through. I don't think there is any, it's just I like watching the whole process, you know what I mean? You might not, you might want to just whiz through it. And then we're coming back round, we're nearly at the beginning again. My foot caught on something. I went through sequin then. So on the end bit there, I'm just going to snip it off a little bit longer and fold it over. I'll find some scissors. This is a pretty trim I got from AliExpress. It wasn't very expensive. It was about, I don't know, $2.99 for 5 meters of it. And then just back stitch there just to tack it on. So that's on all the way round. Now, there's a little bit that I caught the tool there, just there. Oh no, tiny little bit. I will unpick that, but I won't do it right now. Now we're going to put it on the same trim on the smaller circle. Excuse me. And so you can start anywhere you want. Just put it around the outer edge exactly the same way as you did the bigger circle. Working it around. You could put, I suppose you could put multiple layers of trim on this if you wanted to. As long as you've got the basics, you can decorate it any way you want. So you can see what I'm doing. It looks good from my angle, but I'm not an expert. Keep going around. We get back to the beginning, which just check that you're not caught tool again. That's twice I've done that. Right. Let's pull it out from here. Should be tools down. Yeah, I buy a lot of my trims, especially stuff like this from AliExpress, because basically this number one is cheap, and it takes a while to come, but I just orders it and forgets about it, and then all of a sudden it pops through on. I think, oh yeah, I remember that. Depends on, apparently they said it depends on, they send it over in shipping containers, and if the shipping container is nearly full, yours first goes in, it can take a couple of weeks, but if it's relatively empty and they start waiting for it to completely fill up, it could be up to 6 weeks, sometimes longer. But some come really quick, others I don't fret about it because it's not very much money anyway. You get some quite pretty trim. So we're coming around to the beginning again, so I should just do the same as I did on the other one. Snip it off, fold it up, tuck it under a little bit, not too much, you don't want it too bulky, so it sits down and it's nice and easy. If you're going through it with bulky stuff, just go really slow because it doesn't like moving your machine really. So there, we've got the trim on now, apart from I got to unpick a little bit in a couple of places because I caught the tool just there. See, caught the tool on that bit. I should just unpick that, it's not a problem. Right, next thing. Move this, just move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about the lighting. So we've got I think I'm going to have to lift it up a bit more than that. Right, bear with me, just lift it up a bit more so you can actually see. Right, so we've got the big circle, which is going that way. This is the big circle. These are the 2 felt pads that I've cut out, and I'm going to find the centre of those, like that. Where's my pen? Where's my pen gone? There it is. So mark the centre, just like that. And this goes, basically you've already got a mark for the centre here, that goes in here. So try and get it central-ish between the 2 slits, like so. Okay, so that's going there. I'm just going to pin that on a minute just to keep it in place. And now we're going to mark the top, because this is the bit we're going to stitch. I wonder why it's not staying flat. It doesn't really matter anyway. So we need the centre of this. So, centre of this. I'm just going to finger press it there, and then I need my template, whatever I've done with it. Bear with me a minute, I'll just find it. Template. It's basically a 4-inch circle. There's the middle. And what we're going to do, we're going to, with my blue, I'm doing it in blue so you can see it. We're going to sort of mark all the way round. And here I'm going to draw a line. This is going to be stitched all the way round. And line there. Go round. Line. Round. Line. All the way round. Line. Line. And then line. So now we've got the circle and we've got the lines. Now with your ruler, you need to extend the lines now, because these are going to be stitched lines that we're going to stitch, which are going to be the pockets. So extend the line right the way out to the end. You can use any pen that you want, tailor's chalk, whatever you like. Just see if you can see what I'm actually doing. That'll help, won't it? Right, so like that. Go around. Now you could just do 4 if you wanted. If you only wanted 4 pockets, you could just do 4. Entirely up to you. If you can see what I'm doing. And this pen is just one that washes off with water, so it's not nothing to worry about. There we go. Right, welcome back. Where was we? I was so really interrupted. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My husband came in and was giving me his opinion about something, as they do. So anyway, it's a bit of a jump, I know that, but we were in the middle of just doing this circle. So basically what you do is you get your template, because I'll probably have to edit some of this out. So you put the circle on and you go round, all the way around with the circle, and then just put some little lines out where let's turn it up the other way, where these are, just little lines. And then you get your ruler and extend the lines out, because these are going to be joined, these are going to be stitched to make the pockets. So if we get the bottom layer, which is this one, which has got the padding in, and then I'm going to take the pin out, then we position, and you can actually see through this, but you can feel it actually, position this around like that, and then I'm going to pin it in place so I can feel the ridge all the way round. And then we're going to put it on the sewing machine and we're going to work our magic. So you've got the 2 splits, the under splits, what we did to slip the line in, they're going to be stitched down now, so you're not going to see them at all. So right, let's get on with sewing and see if I can position the camera again so you can actually see what I'm doing. So bear with me a minute, because I've got to go down. Sorry about this. Got to get it in the right place. Can you see that? Right, so I'm going to put I'm leaving the stitch quite big. And I'm going to put the whole lot underneath, and I'm going to go around the circle. Now it's a good idea, they say, to start on one of these lines. If you put your needle down on one of the lines, can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? Right, okay, so I put the needle down, and then very slowly go around the circle. Make it really slow, go around the circle, follow the line. Sometimes if you want to lift it up to turn it around, that's a good idea. And you can actually feel the wadding, you can feel the wadding through it. So if you're going to turn it, make sure your needle's down, a couple of stitches. Keep going all the way around the circle. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Like that, going round. I'm going to get myself a little tripod so I can actually film it so that you can see it that way. If that makes any sense. Sort of as if it's over my shoulder as opposed to on the side for sewing. Keep going round. Back at the beginning. So when you get back to the beginning, then we're going to turn the needle. You can take that out now because that's the padding, that's all in place now. And then we're just going to stitch up the line. To the top. And we give it a little back stitch because it's going to need a little bit of extra strength there. And then we go over to the next one, the next line. Needle down. Down. Again. Needle down. Beginning of the. I don't have a back stitch here, but it doesn't hurt. And you do it up every line, and that makes your sections then for the inside of the bag. Again. Needle down, down. Release some of this underneath, it's a bit tight. Cross again. Needle in. Put down. Then this is the last one, I think. And that's all the sewing done now. I'll just get rid of my machine. I'm pushing it that way, and then I'll just try and lift this up a bit so you can see, basically, see more. So now we just snip the little cotton threads off. Neaten it up a little bit, and these are your little pockets of that. See, your little pockets in there. So when the bag all comes together, you'll have 8 little compartments, which I think if you're doing it for scraps and stuff like that, you could only do 4 because you wouldn't need it. But you'd be surprised how much scraps it actually holds. Because Colette's got one that I made her, and she showed me how many scraps she had in it. Loads. So now it would be just a matter of decorating it any way you desire, which is what I did with the other one, and I'll show you. So it's a good idea to decorate this while it's flat before you actually put the ribbons in. Now I've already decorated one, so what I'll do is I'll just show you on that one, because you can just go to town then and decorate it any way you want. I put wedding appliques on mine. That's come undone, so I'll have to go over that again. That's stitching. And I've got a bit of unpicking to do on this one as well. So that's most of it tidied up. So this is the base. Just lift it up a bit more so you can see. base. All right, can't get it all in. This is the inside with the pockets, all inside. And I'll show you the one I've already decorated, which is identical, apart from I have put some wedding appliques on this one. And I basically just laid them on the outside, just laid it like that. Got some 3-in-1. It's still got some applique to stick down, so just do that while we're here. And then you can decorate with anything you want. You could put trim on it, you could put beads on it, you could put you can do it in any colour. I'm using this glue, which is this 3-in-1. It's very similar to Fabri-Tac, but it's obviously in England it's very expensive to get Fabri-Tac, and this is a lot cheaper option for us in the UK. And this does the same job as Fabri-Tac. So yeah, just lay your appliques out, or any way you want to embellish it. If you want to embellish it in any way, do it now before you put the ribbons through, or the drawstrings, or any ties, or whatever it is you want to use. So I'll just tap them down for now, because I'm going to show you how. We've got the little channel, which is here. Remember we did the buttonhole here? So now I'm going to get some ribbon, and I'm going to show you how to thread the ribbon. So what I'll do is I'll thread it with pink ribbon. So you need quite a long piece. You need a piece that will go all the way round. And then you can always trim it off after. So 2 lengths of ribbon. I'm not going to tell you what length they should be, because it's a bit trial and error really. And we need a safety pin. Just get a safety pin. I can find one. Safety pins. And a little box of tricks. So get quite a big safety pin. Methinks. And what you do with this, oh, hang on, I'm not got a safety pin in my mouth. What you do is you go in through there, you can get a safety pin in that hole, and then you thread it all the way around and come back out the same hole. Do it a little bit as you go. It's quite simple, isn't it? This is a different trim, but it's very similar to the one we just did. So keep threading it through. Do that around. And then you go past this one here. Go past. Keep threading it through. Threading it through. The first one I made, I put all the ribbon through and then tied it all up, and then decided I was going to decorate it, embellish it on the outside. So it was very difficult to decorate, I can assure you. So I just had to take all the ribbon out and start again. But you could use, you could knot your own ribbons for this. You could use cord, anything you want. So let's pull this through. Hold on to that. Pull the ribbon through a bit more. Right, where'd it go? Right there. This is going to come out the same hole. Put it through there. That's one through, as you can see. It's always best to have it, so you can open it up quite wide if you wanted to, that much ribbon. Then take another piece. like so. And then the other, on the opposite end, go through that hole all the way round. Keep going round. I mean, obviously you could use a nice white ribbon, a silk ribbon, a silver ribbon, whatever you want. I just thought I'd put pink in so you could actually see it. Remember to go past this one, and there's enough room because the channel's quite wide, because if we've done the channel away from the buttonhole a little bit, so I might come on and do it. I mean, comment below if you want me to come on and do one in the dark, so it'd be easier for you to see the stitching and all that lot. I can do that, it's not a problem. But I think you'll get the gist of it. You've got all the measurements and everything, haven't you? So you should be fine. So it's coming together as a bag, you see. Out the same hole, pull it through, give it a good tug. There we are. And there's your bag, voila. Now what you can do is tie some knots on these, or put some of these on the end. This is what I do. Put some of these on the end, just one on each side. Fold the ribbon in. Obviously I'll trim that off. And fold the ribbon in. And then put one on that side. And one on that side. Finish it like that. Obviously this won't be showing. Or you could put beads on the end, just thread a bead through. Anything you want really. So basically it will pull like that. You pull it together like that. And that's your little bag. And voila! Yeah, what do you reckon? And when you open it up, just pull it open. There's your little pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can use the middle to store stuff, and you could actually put stuff in there as well, beads, or you could use it as a jewellery, you could use it for jewellery, you could use it for makeup, anything you want. So give me some feedback, folks, let me know what you think. So that's the little bag, that's the little satin bag as it is pulled up. It's not as big as what you think it's going to be, but it's surprising what it will hold. There's a little satin bag. Don't worry, I will be sticking all these down. They'll all be stuck down flat because they're on there now, so they're tacked on with the glue. I should go around and do it properly. So there's my little bag. So let me know what you think. If you want any more similar sewing ones, give me a shout, because I'd love to make some more. I'd love to do some more with you. Yeah, so there it is there. I was asked if I could show how I made my bag. And there it is. There's your padded base. Super cute, isn't it? I think it is anyway. So there we have it. So I'll be back soon, folks. I'm really loving, enjoying doing my sewing at the moment. So I'm going to look for some more projects, and maybe we could do them together. So, you know, craft along with me. And yeah, I hope that's inspired you to have a go. And I hope I've explained it to you in a way you can understand. But if you've got any questions, just comment down below, and you know, I'll be happy to answer them. There's a lot of videos out there for drawstring bags. There's a lot of videos for this one. They're simple to make, but this one I just want to show you how I made mine. So I just want to say thanks all for watching and supporting my channel. And I'm just going to have a nice drink of my tea, nice cup of tea. And I will speak to you all later, folks. So watch this space. I should be back with another video in a couple of days. So take care, everyone, and thanks for watching. Speak to you all later, folks. Bye for now. Bye, bye, bye.